everybody, I'm Chanel Herlin and you're watching the New Music Buzz. We're backstage at The Voice, and for the next 5 weeks we'll be right here bringing you exclusive backstage coverage of America's top-rated talent show. Also on today's show, we stop by the Eva Longoria Foundation dinner in Beverly Hills, as unity was on everyone's mind, especially after the surprise outcome of this year's presidential race and the events following. In our artist spotlight, we chat to up-and-coming DJ Montell2099 in our Buzz 33 segment. So as you can see, we have a lot to bring you, so let's start the show. Last week on The Voice, the top 20 contestants competed for their spot in the top 12, where the fans got to choose 2 and the judges got to choose 1. This week, the top 12 compete to advance to the semis and eventually the championship to become this season's The Voice winner. So, let's meet your top 12. Firstly, congratulations on making it to the top 12. How does it feel to know that you've come this far?
Oh, it feels great. It feels like we are accomplishing and kind of going out and taking our dream, you know?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm actually thrilled and surprised. And just, it feels surreal, you know?
Still surreal. You guys have come so far. It's been such a journey.
I'm just glad to be here.
Short and sweet, to the point. I like that. Now tell me, you are working with Blake. What is it like? Have you learned incredible stuff from him? What is the one thing that you take away and really work on every week that he's taught you?
Staying true to who I am and what I've been trying to mold myself into for the last 10 years or more. So I think, you know, he really has his hands full with folks here that have been doing this and kind of know what we want and what we're striving to get, and he's just really there to help us get that every time.
I would have to say the same thing. If I could put it into one word that I've learned the most from him, and it's confidence. Blake seems to be just completely okay with who he is and who he isn't, and I totally admire that and have been adopting that. You know, this journey for me has been about discovering who I'm not too, and he's a great example of how to be okay with being different.
I love that, just loving yourself, head to toe, everything about it. I really like that.
Yeah, that's about what it is. He's just taught us to have faith in ourselves and our ability, and to go out on the stage and you know, just try to leave it all there in the short time that that we have.
And now all three of you, like you said, you're part of this industry. You've been a part of it for quite a while. What made you decide to actually enter The Voice this year? Who wants to start this question?
I'll do it. My wife talked me into it, so thank you, Misty.
Well, for me, I've always wanted to sing as a little girl, but I also had my son as a teenager, and I couldn't find it in myself to pursue this, which takes so much of you, you know, especially as a single parent. And my son was the ball I could not drop. So I spent my time focused on him and songwriting and however I could support us. But he just went off to college. So for me, it's like, okay, well, what do I do now? And I got a call to come and audition. I was scared to death, but I did it scared, and I'm here.
Well, I've been a fan of the show since they started. Me and my wife and kids have been watching every season. I've been on the road touring with my band, though, so that's kind of kept me from doing it in the past. But then they reached out to me and called me and, you know,
Here we are.
offered a trip to the front of the line, so I couldn't pass it up.
Amazing.
You know.
Tell me, do you guys have say in what you wear and your style, or is it kind of like, oh, you do? Okay.
Absolutely. The beautiful part about it is, in the beginning, we have to send style sheets and things like that so they can kind of get us. But I feel like right away, our coach, me personally, she just like immediately knew my style. And like us together, coming together and putting our minds together and everything and creating these looks is one of the most fun things for me personally.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's something I look forward to each week. I think we both do, because for me, I'm all about, I want to be different, I want to be bold, I'm fearless, let's do something crazy. So for her, she's a lot of fun dressing me in that sense. And we both, I don't know, we'll send back ideas and we eventually come up with what I got.
Masterpiece. Now, guys, Team Miley, I mean, she's new to The Voice. She says you're a mini-me. What's it like working with someone who's so eccentric and just so out of the box?
I mean, I think she just makes you feel really at home. Like, she's literally a perfect example of doing what makes you feel good and, like, making sure you're true to yourself. Yeah. And she's, like, really projected that onto us. And we get to be ourselves every week. And so I think that's a testament from what we sing to what we wear. Yeah. And it all shines through the performance. It's us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think it's great that she doesn't like to be boxed. And I think us individually, like, we don't like to be boxed. I know me personally, I don't like to be boxed. I just like to be free, and I like to, come experience things as they come, and just, it's easy to be yourself, and that's what she is, and that's what we are. We're ourselves.
We only have ourselves. We got to embrace it. We got to be the fullest.
I know for me, in my experience, she's really given me the freedom to be myself for the first time. My whole life I've been told, no, you got to look this way, this way, this way when it comes to the industry. So to be able to not only express myself, but express myself to the nth degree is something that's super special. And it's really something you can't take for granted.
And it probably adds to your performance because you really can just be 100% yourself. And as an audience member, that's what we want to see. You need to be transparent. And now, speaking about the competition, I mean, tonight was amazing for all of you. Have you already forgotten about that and thinking about your songs for next week? Or no?
I am personally still on stage, honestly.
That's where you live, hey?
From the time that I walked in here, I'm still, all I can see is the crowd's hands like this, people screaming "Alley" like that. I'm blown that was even happening. So I'm still there. Like, my body is like still there.
You can stay there. That's your stage.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I really try to take the competition out of it. We're talking about it to a few other people. It's like, these are my friends and, like, people I really hold dear to me. And so, like, I don't want to think about that at all. Like, yes, it's more just like, if I'm here next week, I'm going to sing my heart out. And, if not, that's the way, the cards fell. So I can't be any more happier than I already am with everybody and with myself, so.
Girl, I'm still on that stage with you. That's where I'm at. No, that's what I look forward to each week. So it's like, if I could just spend like the whole 2 hours just doing a show, that'd be great. So it's really just like a piece of the dream. It's like, okay, like it's a glimpse of what I want every night of my life. Yeah. So it's just, my mind's all over the place. I'm sorry, I've got no words.
We love the words. But guys, thank you so much for your time, holding thumbs for next week, and just keep on being you. That's the amazing thing. We'll be back with more voice interviews after these messages.
Each of you are on your own journey, and I respect that. I respect that a lot. We've come here today for a common goal, and that is unity through transcendence. Unlocking a higher plane of consciousness. All that means is go see more music live, in person, 30 days in LA. It's not rocket science. We'll see you at the shows.
I have a question.
Yes.
If I miss my chance to buy the tickets, does the festival even exist?
There will be limits to every journey. But come on, tickets are on sale now at redbullsoundselect.com.
We all have a place in the universe.
That's right, brothers and sisters. Be one with the music. Remember, you can do anything.
I wanna kiss myself. I wanna kiss
Team Adam should be Team Boys, maybe.
Yeah, 2/3 of Team Adam.
2/3, yeah.
A lot of manliness going on in this team, guys.
Right.
Yes.
Lots of beards and lots of.
We're like wearing the same thing right now. It's weird.
Your fabric is very similar, actually.
Fantastic team. Is what
Denim,
yeah.
denim for days.
That's it. Yes. Hashtag. Don't forget the hashtag.
So talking about a fantastic team, you guys are already a family yourselves. Is it kind of hard to realize and know that next week one of you could be going, one of your family members?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we were roommates for a while,
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
And I moved out. Now he doesn't call me. Or
Guys.
Shut up, dude. I call you.
No, it's tough. It's something you try not to think about because, you know, you do love these people. I love these dudes. Everybody on this show. I love every single person on this show, and we're all close. And to know that someone has to go home every week, one of your very best friends that you've made, it's tough. You try not to think about it when it happens. It's like, oh man. Yeah. It's like hopefully you stay, and you just don't want to see anybody leave.
What is it like working with Adam? Were you a fan of him, Maroon 5, before actually getting to know who he is and what he's about?
Love has
Nice. That should be your next song. Adam,
I'm not going to sing, but that's why I'm not on the show, okay?
Well, that's the thing. Like Adam he's written such great songs that you could just on the whim come up with a song because it's so catchy. Sure. I definitely was a fan of him, like just because he's just, I don't know, he's Adam Levine. Like he's definitely, paved his way in music, and it's just an honor.
It's just cool to being able to get to work with him now. I mean, any one of the coaches for that matter. I mean, but Adam he's just a really cool guy. You see him on TV and you see his albums on stores and online, and you can buy them. But you never really, like, if you would have said, hey, you're going to work with Adam Levine one day, I'd have been like, yeah, I think you're on a little something. That's what I think. But yeah, it's kind of surreal.
Our leg right now.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
You pull my chain or what?
Come in here, Billy.
I thought I was getting away with that.
Not so much.
You're getting away from the new music buzz.
No. I was being funny.
So now we
How
have
are
a full
ya?
team, man team. We were just saying how this is a fantastic team.
You know, it's funny. And I'm the oldest.
Yeah. Old man over here.
Thank you.
Old man.
Right?
But Billy, one question I want to know from you: having such an incredible history and past with your music, do you feel like there's more pressure on you to do well in the show?
No, but there is pressure to convey to America that it's a genuine place. I deserve it just as much as anyone else. It's been a long, hard struggle. There's been no handouts. And that is something that I try very hard to keep a balance of and let them know. I mean, we all have our struggles and our hardships, whether it's selling tickets to a concert and you can't, or whatever is the disable moment for you that makes you want to try this out, So being authentically me, but also making America be happy and proud of what I'm doing for them week after week is the hardest.
100%. Well, you guys are all doing an amazing job. So guys, tell me, this is your, second live show, but the first time being part of the top 12. How does it feel?
I mean, the way that I've always said it is like, when you wake up from a dream that you didn't want to wake up from and stuff, and then you're like, dang it, you try to go back to sleep, and then you don't have that dream again, or you start dreaming about something completely different. Well, this is when you have that dream and then you wake up and you're still in that dream. That's how it is every single day, and we're just taking the moment and living in it.
Absolutely. It's a very intense situation right now, just knowing that, every week another person is going to be leaving. You have that anxiety about that, but you're also, we're learning, I feel like I'm learning to live in the moment and enjoy this moment because it's mine. We have the moment right now to enjoy and live our dreams. And I believe that keeping that in mind helps us to actually enjoy the journey as it's happening,
Yeah, no, I totally agree. You get up there and you feel so enamored by everything that's around you, and you really the only thing you can do is take it in, because you're up there, you're like, this stage has to be mine, because look at all these people, all this love that's being shown, and you get out there and you're like, okay, I know I'm meant to do this, I have to keep going. And especially for the coaches, the people that advise you, you know, you just want to make sure that you do everybody right for the people that support you and the people that love you. So everything that's been put into us, we can give back on stage.
Amazing. I like that 100%. If you have that vision, if you see that goal, it will happen for you. Now, this is the first time we're getting to talk to you, getting to know you. What is one thing that we should always remember about you over the next few weeks?
I always have a cool pair of socks on every time I sing somewhere. Well, I collect socks, so.
Do you have a cool pair today?
Yeah, actually, I do have my Bart Simpson socks.
Oh, I love it.
My Bart Simpson socks.
What can we expect next week, or is it a surprise?
Yeah, I think it's a surprise to all of us. I mean, we got to really see what happens. We don't know what happens next. It's up to America to vote us in. Team Alicia could all still be here next week, and that's up to everybody that's watching. So.
Absolutely.
And to remember about you?
Something that they should probably know about me. That's kind of, it's a lot of things that they should know. I don't know. But one thing that I always commit to is to making sure that I leave it all on the stage and that I'm pouring out my heart and soul into everything that I'm doing. I want to inspire hearts. And that's the one thing that I feel like I want people to pick up on about me, you know.
100%.
Yes.
And Wade, tell me.
Oh, God. Just expect just more, I don't even know, I don't even know. Things that you should know about me, what the heck? I practice barefoot, always. I always practice barefoot. You'll see if you watch the promo back, I'm actually barefoot. I always practice barefoot. I have no shame in my game. You should always be yourself when you want to get comfortable and get practicing. Just get ready.
Well, then I'm super impressed that you rock the heels on stage, girl.
Thank you. You know what? I like to lace up my sneakers and zip up my heels, you know? That's me, you know? That's one thing you should know about me, too.
We're Team Alicia.
We're Team Adam, and you've just been buzzed.
Yeah!
There'll be more buzz after these messages. After a few years of working in the entertainment industry in Cape Town, South Africa, I decided it was time to make my dreams a reality and move to Hollywood. It was the scariest thing I have ever done. After a few months of trying to find my place in this new environment, hundreds of miles away from home, I am finally in my element. Working as a TV host, I get to interview the coolest people, be on the red carpet, and get to attend amazing events. Don't ever let go of your dreams.
Need fast cash? Go to cityloan.com or call 877-553-9071 to borrow $3,000 or more with the equity in your payoff vehicle. Your car is your credit. With City Loan, over 99% of City Loan customers are in good standing every month. So call 877-553-9071 now, and if you sign up for a loan, you're going to receive a free gift card. Don't forget to mention promo code TVAD to receive your gift card, and also don't forget to follow City Loan and Facebook at City Loan Community, and follow us on Twitter at City Loan. Now back to the New Music Buzz.
In our artist spotlight, Montell2099 is on the fast track to becoming a top DJ on the dance charts. Hailing from Auckland, New Zealand, he caught the eye of Red Bull and is currently on the Red Bull Sound Select Creator Concert Series. We caught up with him at Exchange LA, so let's take a look.
My mate kept talking to me about how it's important to have a unique name, so that when people search for you, you're the only thing that comes up. So I was joking with him. I was like, "Oh, why don't you just have your name and then a random number?" So I just said Montell2099. and I sort of just start. When I start a beat, it's usually inspiration can spring up from anywhere. Like I could be going through my browser and find just a random weird sound that I've never heard before, and I can just chuck that in the sequencer and then just follow through with that. It's like I mainly just find a random sound and then just follow, just keep going wherever the river flows pretty much. In terms of a show, I'm definitely looking at doing more live things, like playing on keys or hitting drum pads. Looking at just going more live instead of using just a controller, because it's quite there's not much going on in terms of for the audience. They can't really see much. My dream collaboration, I'd have to say Drake.
Okay.
I've been a big fan of Drake for a long time, so that'd be massive. My name is Montell2099 and you've just been buzzed.
No one can deny that this country has some serious healing to do, with racial tensions rising and protests happening every day. The stars at the Eva Longoria Foundation dinner stressed that we have to be united. Jazz got a chance to talk to Eva and some of her guests about keeping a united front. So let's have a look.
Camera 1, do you think today? Well, just kind of just one night out with the band, really Jazz.
Hello everybody, I am Jazz Giraldo for the New Music Buzz, and tonight we are here at the Eva Longoria Foundation dinner here at the Four Seasons Hotel in Beverly Hills. Let's check it out. Tonight.
I feel so lucky to be here celebrating this woman and all she does for these young Latinas. I think, as I've said, it's more important than ever right now, and it feels so much more pressing on a day like today when we were so close to electing our first female leader.
And how do you feel about these, after these elections, about supporting Hispanics and keeping the community together?
We have to stay together. I mean, the whole human race has to get together, but we have to watch each other's backs, stay vigilant, and we also have to give our new president a chance. We have to give him a chance. we can only go on his actions going forward. But most of all, stay together and stay vigilant, stay strong.
You know, I'm always here. Every time, every year. This is my third time. I wasn't able to come last year, but it's my third time in a row supporting this beautiful charity that she has. I do have a charity in my country, so I know how hard that is. I know how difficult, it is to bring people together, to ask for support, and to keep working on this. It takes a lot of courage, time. It's very time consuming, and I think she's done a beautiful and amazing job.
Thank you so much. And how do you feel now after these elections about supporting the Hispanic community? What would be the advice you would give to all of the women and Hispanics in this country?
Oh my God, it is really hard to give an advice right now, but I do believe that we have probably a young Latina there that could be president. So I would encourage from there to do that. I think that'd be amazing to watch.
I'm really excited. I mean, it's an organization that is close to my heart because my mother got the opportunity to benefit from an organization such as Eva Longoria's in New York when I was growing up as a kid, and I got to see her get herself off of welfare and back into the workforce through that organization. So I am all for supporting Latinas and giving them education and encouragement and just love.
And just love, especially after these elections. What would be your advice for all of the Hispanics out here?
To continue to have hope and to continue to fight. I mean, what are you going to do? You have to keep showing up. The world did not come to an end, and we are a strong people, and we've always survived, and we will continue to survive.
That's how we're mad.
That's right. That's how we roll.
That's how we roll. Exactly. Hi, Eva. How are you? Tell us how important it is this. Thank you so much. How important is this event and this foundation now, especially after these elections?
Yes, this has been a tough 2 days after the results of the election, but I feel like there's a greater need now more than ever for the work that we do. What our foundation does is help catch Latinos who fall through the cracks of the traditional systems, of the Latinos who don't make it to the college, who doesn't get a good paying job. So our educational programs help them get out of high school, help them go to college, help them get a good paying job. And so I hope in the near future we don't need a foundation like mine, that's just the norm, that everybody has an equal opportunity and access to a quality education.
Was this always your dream as a woman to help the community?
Yeah, I come from a very philanthropic family. My older sister had special needs, and so we were always involved in giving back and within the community and community programs. And so for me, this was such a natural extension of my life's work.
So we definitely found out how important it is to keep on supporting the Latin Hispanic community here in LA with all of these beautiful artists. My name is Jazz Giraldo for the New Music Buzz. Besos.
Hello, my name is Jose Moreno Brooks.
My name is Ana de la Reguera, and you're just been buzzed.
So that's all we have. Check online for extended coverage. A special thanks to the staff at The Voice, the Anderson Group, the Eva Longoria Foundation, and Montell2099. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, double tap on Instagram, and follow us on Twitter, all at The New Music Buzz. I'm Chanel Herlin. Have a lekker day, guys.
The New Music Buzz is brought to you by Monster Products, pure Monster quality with Monster sound, and City Loan. Get cash for your car today. And Rockwell Watch's innovative design. For more music entertainment news, go to www.thenewmusicbuzz.com.
Peace out.